What's up guys, Trilogy Effect here. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Netflix's Don't Look Up, which I think is pretty good. Just to let you know, I think it's a pretty good movie, and if you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out. Before we talking about the ending explained, this is spoilers, so I assume you've seen the movie if you're on this video. If not, go check the movie out. I'll catch you in 2 hours. This video will still be here. Go ahead and add it to your watch later, and I can tell you about the ending as far as that goes. Before we jump into it, I'm Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I do a lot of movie content, anime, gaming, D&D, all kinds of tech on my channel. I have curated playlists. You should definitely check it out. And if you want to support the channel, I don't do ads or sponsorships or anything like that. If you want to help out the channel, I do have a Patreon link down below, and you could just add $1 or whatever, and that helps me make more videos for you guys, especially with everything going on these days. I would love to make this my full-time career. I want to do all this stuff for you guys. So as far as that goes, let's jump into Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up stars Leonardo DiCaprio. It has Jennifer Lawrence, Timothy Chalamet, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill, Kid Cudi, Tyler Perry, Ariana Grande. Like, this movie has, it's just like a superstar movie. Like, this movie has to win some type of awards just for a cast alone. And I'm forgetting people. There's Ron Perlman. Like there's so many Hollywood names in this movie. It's crazy. But our main characters are going to really be Leonardo DiCaprio and then Jennifer Lawrence. They're going to be the main two characters. They discover a comet that Diabosky 1316, something like that. And it's supposed to be hitting the planet Earth. And then they do the math. And they're like, well, this is going to hit the Earth in 6 months and 14 days. And basically, the theme of this movie is, basically, it's a metaphor for climate change as far as I understand it. And there's an interview with the director who basically says as much. He basically says it's a metaphor for climate change. We know that climate change is coming, and we know that it's affecting the Earth. But there's climate change deniers, and there's people who want to benefit from the climate change that is going to eventually destroy the Earth. And that's what the comet is. There's people who know the comet is coming, but they want to benefit off of the minerals that are on the comet. The comet will create jobs, da-da-da-da-da. And then there's people who don't even believe that the comet is real, which is a metaphor for climate change. And then at the end of the movie, they do fail to basically, it's a pretty dark end. They do fail to basically harbor the mineral. They try to harvest the minerals from the comet, and they fail. It doesn't work. The comet hits the Earth. All of our main characters die, but the president and then the guy who's like, he's like a Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg type character. They try to use big tech to save the world, and as far as that goes, it doesn't work. And then they have a spaceship with cryogenics, and there's basically 22,000 years later, they land up on a planet. And I do like this darker end for the rich people who could have stopped everything but decided not to. Basically, they get eaten by aliens as far as that goes. But besides that, if you remove that scene from the movie, it's like the movie is saying that the rich will not feel the effects of climate change or the meteor in this instance, like the lower class and the poor people and the proletariat and stuff like that, because they have money and they have resources and stuff like that. And that's kind of what this movie is saying. A lot of people were saying this movie is a little preachy. I honestly didn't think it was too preachy. I like space stuff. And if I remove the metaphor aspect of this movie and I just think about the comet itself, I think this is a pretty good movie. Even with the climate change metaphor, I don't mind it. I don't think it was too preachy at all. The political party thing, I mean, I guess it was necessary for the movie. It didn't really need to be in there, I feel like. But overall, this was a pretty good movie. And then we did have another post-credit scene. So movies love to do post-credit scenes nowadays because they want to end the movie, but then they want to add these teasers in it. So we have the first one where the ship does make it to the alien planet. All those people die, the president included. And then we have a second post-credit scene with Jonah Hill, who somehow he survived the meteorite hitting the planet. And I guess that's supposed to be more of a hopeful note on top of the dark end and then the dark post-credit scene. Jonah Hill's character, even though he was a jerk most of the movie, he did survive. So it makes you think that maybe other characters out there have survived the comet hitting the Earth. They could repopulate, and maybe life on the planet will continue. It's just a cycle. Extinction is a cycle. People always say there's been like three extinction level events on the Earth before now. So the fact that Jonah Hill survived at the end is supposed to be a hopeful note in my head. So that maybe life will continue. If he survived, maybe there's a woman out there that survived. Boom, bang, more humans, life goes on. But yeah, that's the ending of Don't Look Up. If you guys haven't seen it on Netflix, it's really good. I think the acting on here is perfect. Is Leo gonna finally get his award? Probably not. But there are some really emotional scenes on here. This is just going to be the ending explained. If you guys have any other questions that you want me to answer, go ahead and drop it down below. I'll get right back to you. And if you learned anything in this video, I definitely recommend subscribing, liking, commenting. Could really use the support. This is Trilogy with Trilogy Effect. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.